Yo, what is going on, guys? I hope you are all doing well. So on today's episode, we are going to be kicking it off with this woman right here, who says, I miss being a wife. Now, today's compilation was made by Detective War. Guys, don't forget to go and subscribe to his channel, linked in the video description. And without further ado, let's just jump right in and take a listen as to what some of these women have to say. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments.
Miley Cyrus has reminded us all that we can buy our own flowers and we can find our own happiness. Well, while that is all true, I don't know about you, but I miss being a wife. I miss holding hands and dancing in the kitchen and intimacy and having history with someone, deep conversations, all of those amazing, wonderful things. So let us not forget that when love is healthy, it is a very, very beautiful thing in our life.
I've been talking so much about relationships lately that I wanted to remind you guys that whatever is meant for you will not pass you by. You should never have to beg for someone's time and attention when you're in a relationship or marriage with them.
Guys, every time I hear that sentence from these women on TikTok, it makes me grin like my animated character. I find it incredibly funny whenever you have these girls say, man, you shouldn't have to beg for someone's attention or for someone to care about you. You're absolutely correct, by the way. Like, if you're with someone who doesn't care about you, my question is, why did you choose them in the first place? That's the thing that amazes me, guys. You'll have so many of these dating coaches and these gurus, okay, repeatedly throughout their life selecting men who are not interested in them, and then when they rock around to 30 or they get divorced, they're like, man, you know, you shouldn't really have to beg for someone's attention or for someone to care about you. Why did you choose them in the first place?
That's exactly what I had to do in my marriage with my ex-husband. If you missed the entire story of my ex, I pinned the first part. Scroll down, there's 6 parts in total.
I cannot imagine, guys, like, apologies for pausing the video again, guys, and interrupting it here, but let us sink in what this woman has done. She has posted a 6-part video series, if I'm hearing that correctly, on the details of her relationship, and they wonder why men don't like opening up these days, because apparently your relationship can just be posted to TikTok when it's over. Like, it absolutely disgusts me, guys, how people can have a private, intimate relationship where they supposedly care about one another, and then you have one party just jump on the internet and do a 6-part video expose on TikTok. It's like, and you wonder why men don't want to commit to you. That's craziness.
So about a year after my husband and I got divorced, I met this great guy. Coincidentally, we were both on a last-minute trip to visit our friends in Orlando. We met at this really cool speakeasy bar and hit it off. Coincidentally, he lived about an hour, hour and a half from me, depending on the traffic. So we dated for the next 3 or 4 months. And then all of a sudden he got busy with work. He was a project manager and he just had to he was consumed with that for
Yeah, so translation, you were just a bit of fun that he met randomly out at a bar.
a while. Without going into too much detail, he basically let me know that he wouldn't be able to see me as much as he did. So the hardest thing about that for me was that I really liked him and I liked where our relationship was progressing to.
Yeah, so you didn't have a relationship, but carry on.
However, I just got out of a 10-year relationship, 7 years dating my ex, 3 years married to him, where all I was begging for was time and attention. And this new guy that I was dating was basically telling me that he wasn't going to have the time for me. So me sticking up for myself and putting a price on my emotions and my happiness, I basically told him that I had just got out of that relationship and I wasn't going to beg for someone's time or attention. There are doctors who work 24, 48-hour shifts and still go home to their wives and their families. I know people are super busy these days. However, if you want to make something a priority in your life, you make it a priority.
Yeah, so here's the thing. You weren't a priority, but hey, congratulations for you, you know, a strong and independent woman sticking up for yourself after 4 months of getting screwed around, just showing him how much self-respect that you have. You know, self-respect starts at the very beginning, by the way. This is something that all of these people seem to miss. It starts at the beginning. If you had self-respect, if you had boundaries, if you were looking to be taken seriously, then you should be starting that from the beginning. You don't go in the talking stage or the dating stage for 4 months. Like, this is a short one, by the way, guys. Like, the amount of women who get on here and say that they've done the exact same thing for 15 months is honestly staggering. But the guy didn't want you. And like, if you had common sense, which she probably does, but she just ignored it, you would know this right from the very beginning, that the dude didn't want anything serious with you.
You make the time for it. You carve it out. So we basically just stopped dating and we don't communicate anymore. I found out recently that he's engaged and I really liked him and I know he's a great catch. So I am super happy for him and wish him nothing but the best.
Man, you can tell this woman is hurting inside. Holy hell.
When you put a price on yourself and your worth, it shows. It lets people know that you're serious about your goals and your manifestations.
Manifestations.
So keep doing you and do not settle.
Thanks,
Bye.
Queen.
What's something you'll get a lot of hate for if you say it out loud?
Marriage is boring and it is for people who enjoy being comfortable. Now, yes, there are exceptions to the rule. Oh my God, I met my person. Like we do this and we do that. We have a great time. Da, da, da. Yes, there are exceptions to the rule. But as someone who is recently divorced, it's boring. And for a woman, it's a job. We are raising a grown ass man, basically. It just gets repetitive and boring. It would really take a special kind of person for me to want to ever get married again. And you know,
yeah, so don't. Nobody's asking you to get married again. Like, you don't want to get married? Cool. Some dudes just dodged a bullet from that. Like, I'm not understanding. Like, for the amount of people that get on here, guys, and they say, like, oh, I don't care about being married. Like, that's not the be-all, end-all. It's like, okay, why are you recording the TikTok then? To announce to the world that, you know, that you don't need marriage? Like, what's the point of making the video then?
You know what? I'm not opposed to waiting until I'm 50, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, something tells me you're going to be waiting for longer than that if you're trying to wait until you're 50.
Now, once again, everything I just said, I know there are exceptions to the rules. I don't need people going in the comments getting crazy, but my personal opinion, marriage is boring.
Thanks for your opinion, I guess.
Because I just see these young girls and they're having so much fun and they're just like, I don't know, just carefree. And I wish that I had that opportunity now. It's a little upsetting.
I couldn't stitch the original video, so I just put it up here. I screenshotted it. But this is a very important dialogue that a lot of women, especially my age, 33, in 2 weeks, Pisces, we have to really talk about. And it does tie in to the history and story of women advancement, and it also ties in to the anti-feminist movement with a lot of women for whatever reason that they have. This creator in her whole video, and look her up, she talks about how she was in relationship after relationship, right? And then she regrets not like going out, and she's seeing all these girls going out. Of course, we also see like Cardi, Megan Thee Stallion, just expressing themselves, taking pictures, having friends, having fun.
I love how what we call all of this degeneracy, guys, we call it having friends and having fun and experiencing yourself. Notice how all of the degeneracy in society is basically relabeled with this nice, positive, colorful little sheen. You know, oh, you know, this girl, she's not going out there and just getting, you know, having a whole bunch of experience, shall we say, with random dudes that she doesn't know. No, no, no. We're calling it having friends, having fun, and getting to know yourself.
You know, and, you know, even if they have kids, like daddy's gonna take care of the baby or the sitter's gonna take care of the baby while mommy takes a little night off to let loose, hang out, right?
To let loose and hang out. Yeah, because that's, you know, that's what you want a mother of your kid to be doing. Right, and here's the thing, guys, that kind of gets me, okay? You don't have to be a mother if you don't want to. We live in the 21st century. You can make your own decisions. But, you know, with those decisions come consequences. If you want to be a mother, with that comes sacrifices. If you don't want to be a mother and you want to go out there and have fun, cool, that is your choice as well. But that comes with consequences as well. You see, these girls, guys, a lot of them, what they like being able to do whatever it is that they want, but they don't like the consequences of their decisions. You see what I'm saying? They want to go out there and have their fun, but they want men to take them seriously when they get to 33. Okay? They want to be mothers at some point in the future, maybe, but they still want to go out there on the weekends with random dudes. Or as this one puts it, you know, have fun and have lots of friends. Like, who is buying that?
And it also goes to show with the advancement nowadays, a lot of men are hands-on men. Like the father of my son, he's very hands-on. He has him every single weekend, Thursday through Sunday, practically half the week.
Yeah, what a lucky guy, right? Almost has his kid half the time. What a disgusting society we live in now, where this is normal, by the way. Like, this is, like, I see this crap so often, where, like, this guy, I would actually consider him quite lucky, to be honest. Like, a lot of dudes who go through these situations don't even have access to their kids. Like, maybe, like, I don't know, once every 2 weeks on the weekend and stuff like this, but this guy has his kid for almost half the week. Like, why are we treating this as though it's a good thing? This poor kid, like, think of, I don't care so much about the adults, guys. I really don't, okay? Yeah, it sucks for the dude. It's terrible. I empathize with the men, obviously, right? I don't empathize with the women because typically it's their choice and they're the ones doing it. But the person I really empathize with is the kid in this situation. You know, like, I love how we just all gloss over that fact. It's, oh yeah, I want to be able to go out and be a boss babe and a queen at the expense of my own child. What kind of... Here's the thing, grown men, right? It's very painful for grown men, but, you know, a lot of guys, they can take the pain, they can go through with it, and they can continue on their life. Yeah, it's going to suck, but the kid can't do that. You know, the kid can't get back half their time with the father, and the father can't get back half their time with the kid. Disgusting.
Which gives me the freedom to go to work, and it gives me the freedom to actually, like, go out. I am a party girl. I've been a party girl. Like, even before I had my kid, after I had my kid, I'm a party girl. I like going out.
This is why you don't have kids, like, in the West, number one, but number two, specifically with girls who are party girls.
And imagine growing up in a time, you know, for the older women, this is what they went through, that if you try to go out, you were socially, like, you had social implications.
Wow. Yeah, you had responsibility. Wow, that's a crazy thing. Amazing. You had social implications for your social decisions. Yeah, that's called accountability. You know? It's like, that's like a dude going out here and saying, well, rather than providing for my family, I'm just going to go gamble all my money. But at the same time, I just don't want any repercussions for that. If you don't want to be a mum, cool. Don't have a kid. Very simple. If you want to go out there and have your boss babe, your queen years and all that, cool. Society lets you do that. You are strong. You are empowered. Go out there and do that. But don't drag kids into it, man. And don't start crying when there's accountability when you have a child. That's like half the definition of having a kid. Responsibility, caring for someone that isn't yourself.
If you try to go out, like, people will talk to you different, treat you different, and then other women would jump on that train and go against you. So instead of, like, actually trying to go out and just have a good time, not even to look for attention, not even, you know, there's always that too. People always say, oh, you're trying to look for attention. Look, just because I get attention doesn't mean I look for it. You know?
Number one, I don't believe that. Number two, I don't believe that. Guys, please never believe these girls. Like, this is one of the most common defenses that I see out here is like, oh yeah, we're not going out to get attention from random men. Oh really? Why don't you wear your club clothes when you're sitting at home then? Why don't you do all of your makeup and all this extra crap that you put on when you're going out to town? Why don't you sit at home with your friends at home or by yourself? If you're not doing it for attention, then why are you going out into an environment with literally, you know, an incredible amount of strangers in get-up that is designed to get attention? You see, this is the crap that, like, men are gaslit into believing, right? I see all of this stuff all over the internet, like, because dudes are brainwashed not to know better, right? We're brainwashed to say, oh, well, you know, I care about you as my girlfriend, wife, whatever, so I'm going to let you go out there and have your freedom. But you've got to understand what that represents. It's not about... These girls are going out for attention, guys. You know, all these dudes out here thinking, well, I'm secure in myself, so that's why my wife goes out every weekend and with random dudes that I don't know. No. Like, absolutely not. And you wonder why your wife cheats on you.
You know, I'm just here existing, wearing whatever I want. If they happen to look, that's on them. But a lot of people got bagged for that too. Just imagine getting bagged for every little thing fucking time. You end up doing what? Staying home with the kids, not doing nothing, not going nowhere, not talking to nobody, and then you end up being over 40, regretting that you didn't get to actually do shit.
Yeah, regretting that you actually put in the time and took accountability and raised the kid that you chose to have. Yeah, what a absolutely terrible thing. Yeah, and that's the end of the video, guys. We're going to be leaving it there, man. These party girls are some of the most insane individuals on this platform. Like, they seem to think that, you know, when they go out here and they have a kid, that they're supposed to just take no responsibility. It's like, yes, you're, as a mother, why on earth would you be out there partying, trying to get attention from other guys? And don't say that you're not doing it for attention, because you absolutely are. Guys, we are going to be leaving today's episode there. Remember to leave your thoughts and your comments. If you guys want to leave your thoughts as it pertains to any of the individual videos that we covered here today, feel free to do so. But otherwise, guys, make sure that you take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next episode. Peace. Yo, what is going on, guys? Past Taylor here. Just want to say thank you if you made it to the end of today's episode, and also to say a little bit of an announcement. We are going to be recruiting more members to Fiend Gang, so if this is something that interests you, you want to be a content creator, make sure you check out the link in the video description. It's going to be somewhere near the top. There's one for a creator application, and then also if you're someone who makes music, if you make beats, we're also looking for someone who can make beats for the channel as well. So if either of these interest you, make sure that you check them out. And as always, guys, just again, make sure you take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you in the next one for real this time. Peace.